The next examples are gonna be about the 12th season, Dino Thunder. So, as you can imagine given the title of this season, the address theme in it is the dinosaurs. And with this, would you understand and see why the power of Connor, the Red Ranger, is the Tyrannosaurus Rex? Like the T-Rex is considered as the king of the dinosaurs, well, with this, logically like the Red Rangers are always the leaders of the Power Rangers teams, it's just total logic and obvious that this dinosaur would be the power of the Red Ranger of a Power Rangers team about the dinosaurs. Do you know what is the source of the powers of this Power Rangers team? 5 gems named the Dino Gems. And do you know where they come from? Well, there are simply 5 small pieces of the meteorite that wiped out the dinosaurs, and each one has fused with the DNA of a different dinosaur. And of course, the red one fused with the T-Rex's DNA. And the final example I'd like to give you about Dino Thunder is about a special means of transport they have. That's to say, the Raptor Riders. Yes, they each one have a Velociraptor robot made with the same material as their Zords and Megazords to ride on them and use them as mounts just like horses. Except for Trent the White and Special Ranger. Yes, he's the only one to don't have a Raptor Rider. For the next examples, it's gonna be about the 13th season, SPD, Space Patrol Delta. So, the address theme of this season is the police. And with this, the first example I'm gonna give you is about something I already told you in my previous video. That's to say that the helmets of the Rangers of this team have 2 police flashing lights in their 2 sides. And they activate, flash and MS police sirens when the Rangers make their roll calls. The next example is about something this PR team is capable of doing. That's to say that when they disable one of their enemies, they then use a special way to judge the latter instead of going in a tribunal. That's to say, a judgment mode in their morphers. This technique involves activating a scanner that analyzes and reads the enemy's thoughts for 1 minute in order to give the final verdict to the Rangers. And if the enemy is innocent, the morpher shows a blue circle. And if he's guilty, well, not only the morpher shows a red cross instead, but the Rangers also then use a special word to imprison the enemy. That's to say, a containment mode that involves projecting an energy straight to the enemy in order to imprison him in a little card with a screen on it, where we can see the enemy screaming things like "Let me out" while he's touching and sometimes even hitting on the screen. The next example is about Rick. This robot dog is not only the pet of the entire SPD base, he's also a weapon for the Rangers. Because every time they need him, they call him. When he arrives, they throw a bone to him, not a real bone of course obviously, a bone with the same material as him, and when he catches it, he takes the shape of a cannon. It's the canine cannon. There's also another dog in this season, and it's precisely the mentor of the Rangers, Doggy Kruger. Yes, as you can see, the mentor of this PR team, it's a blue alien dog, and that's for 2 reasons. First, it's because the events of this season, released in 2005, take place in 2025, and from this year on, humans and aliens live together. And secondly, because as you probably understood by yourselves with Rick when I spoke to you about him, it's because of the police dogs. That's why the mentor of this PR team is a blue alien dog.